Welcome to the Bite Size Brilliance podcast. I'm your host, April Darley, and today we're going to talk about marathons. No, I am not actually going to run a marathon, and it's because I don't like to run. I have this joke with my friends and my family. If you ever see me running, you better run too, because something is about to get us both, right? Running is not my jam, it's not my favorite form of exercise, so I don't do it. But I was reading an article in Entrepreneur Magazine, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but the author had a really great two-line sentence that really caught my attention. And sometimes people have a way of saying or writing things that's really profound and they pack a punch in just a couple of sentences. And he talked about goal setting. And I even think the article was about Steve Jobs, but it talked about one thing entrepreneurs really are great at is goal setting. But here's this little extra piece. He said, if you decide to set a goal that you want to run a marathon, it's actually not enough to just have the goal of, I'm going to run the marathon. He said, you have to become the person who wants to do the work of running. You have to become the person who wants to get up every day and go running. He said, you have to want the work. And I just stopped. I was just so profound at that. And I was like, yeah, that's a really great way to look at goals because otherwise, what we have is a wish, not a goal. And and I think sometimes that can lead to disappointments that we have. If we set a air quote here goal and we didn't reach that goal, we start to feel some kind of way about ourselves that we're a failure, that we don't have what it takes, we're not worthy, we don't deserve the thing, we can't do it, imposter syndrome, like all this stuff. But we might have just made a wish instead of a goal. Because, for example, if you're a business person and you set this goal, I want, I don't know, $10,000 a month. That seems to be the gold standard, right? If you did $10,000 a month, you'd have $100,000 by the end of the year, hopefully, right? So if that were your goal, $10,000 a month, but you never put your offers out there, you never sent your email list any offers, you never put yourself on social media, you didn't tell anybody about you, and you're a fairly new business, then the chances of somebody hearing about you, seeing you, and finding you, well, they're lower, right? Some people have great word of mouth businesses, but that might not be enough if you're hiding in your house, staying invisible. The chances of you reaching that goal are slimmer than if you were out there going, hey, look at me. This is what I do. This is how I can help you. This is how I've helped others. These are my results. I've got data to back that up so that people can see, oh, okay, I can see how you've helped them. Maybe you could help me too. And just like the marathon runner, if you set the goal to run a marathon, but you never practiced, you you didn't even break in your shoes? You've got brand new shoes that you've never used, you never ran at all, right? The chances of you making it through that marathon without fainting or puking would be slim to none, okay? I can't even imagine a marathon. Oh my gosh, that's such a nightmare scenario for me. So if you do marathons, I applaud you. You are hardy and brave, and I love it. Right? But if you were somebody like me who did not want to do a marathon and I set that goal of a marathon, I'm going to try to now reverse engineer that. So, who do I have to become to like marathons? Right? If I'm willing to accept the work of a marathon, what does that look like? So, I'd probably need some shoes and workout running gear if I didn't have any, right? And then I'd have to start with a baby step. So, it might be running 2 blocks, 5 blocks, and then you're going to build up a little bit. And then you're going to test your mettle. Maybe you'll sign up for a 5K and prove to yourself that you did that. Then a 10K, half marathon. And maybe you're going to practice now that you've increased your distance and your speed. So you've run 26 miles on your own. but you haven't run an official marathon yet. So you sign up for that. So you've had to do all of the scaling, this baby step, this prep work. You had to become the person who was willing to do these baby steps, all the while keeping your main goal in mind, which is the marathon. And it is achievable when you break it down like that. But if you are just going, I want to run a marathon, that is just a wish. If you don't lace up your shoes and take action. So here's a little homework for you guys is to think about something that you want, a wish or a goal, right? And try to reverse engineer that. Who is the type of person who achieves that goal? What are some of the habits that they do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that helps them achieve that goal? Why do you want that goal? Right? That's a great question. Why do you want to run a marathon? Is it just a sense of personal achievement or are you trying to get healthy? Because it's your why that is going to carry you through the daily hard slog of baby steps to get you to that grand goal. So why is important? I think it's one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves is why? Why do we want this thing? And if you're really honest with yourself, you may realize your why is ego based and not authentic to you. So that could be another reason your goals aren't being realized is because the deeper core part of you doesn't really want this thing. You want the prestige of it. You want the bragging rights of it. But you don't really want to do the work to get there. So these are honest questions you want to ask yourself. Am I wishing or am I goal oriented? Do I really want the thing I think I want? And why do I want it? Oh, friends, humans were such interesting critters, right? So I hope this episode was helpful to you. And if you would like to learn more stories, mindset tips, and tricks, head over to aprildarley.com. I will send you a weekly email newsletter. Don't worry, I do not spam you. It's once a week on Tuesdays. And you can sign up for that on any page of my website. But get over there, browse around, tell your friends, right? I'm happy to have you as part of my community. And please leave me a review, a like, a share, because I enjoy your support. And if there's any story or topic that you ever want me to cover, I want to hear from you. So let me know. All right. Until next week, my friends, have a great week.